Hey you guys, I wanted to hop on here real quick because so many people have the whole carbohydrate thing wrong completely. They want to just look at the total carbs, and that is not what we should do. We need to look at the net carbs. So if you guys are confused about total carbs versus net carbs, what net carbs even means, net carbs is basically taking the total carbohydrate content of a food, subtracting the fiber content from that, and then you are left with the net carbs. Now, why are we subtracting the fiber? It's because fiber is a non-digestible carbohydrate. Therefore, it has no impact on your blood sugar, okay? So why is blood sugar so important? I know I feel like I'm beating a dead horse here with talking about blood sugar, low glycemic nutrition, but you guys, it is the key to success. So if we eat low glycemic food, we eat things with a lower carb or a lower net carb content, higher fiber content, then we are going to have more stable blood sugar levels. Because when we eat a food that is high glycemic, that does not have a lot of fiber, that has high net carbs, then we're going to have the up and down with our blood sugar, okay? Because when we eat a food, we eat the carbs, our pancreas releases insulin in order to bring our blood sugar back down to baseline. So if we eat the high glycemic foods, our blood sugar is going up and down and up and down and up and down. Therefore, insulin is all over the place, up and down, up and down, up and down, which eventually leads to insulin resistance, which is basically going to lead you to diabetes, okay? So sorry to get sidetracked with all the scientific stuff behind it, but back to the net carb thing. So right here I have Extreme Wellness, okay? Extreme Wellness is one of my favorite brands. It is just tortilla. But on here you see high fiber, low carb right here. And then I don't know if you can see right here on the side, but it does say 5 net carbs, okay? No cholesterol, all of that good stuff, high fiber, whatever. Okay, so on the back here, it says the total carbs, 16 grams. And then underneath it says dietary fiber, 11 grams. Therefore, we're subtracting the fiber from the total carbs, leaving us with only 5 grams of carbs. So a lot of people just want to pick up an item, look at total carbs and say, oh, sorry, I'm on a low carb diet, too high for me. But they're not even considering the fiber. You need to look at the fiber in everything that you're eating, and it's so crucial for our system to keep the fiber content up. If you guys are not consuming fiber, then I'm sorry to say you're probably backed up, and that's just the God's honest truth. So you need to incorporate fiber for your well-being and overall function of your body. Okay, so another thing, another staple in my fridge, flat outs. Okay, there are tons of different flavors. The light original is my favorite. They have a flaxseed that I really like too. But again, high fiber content. So I'm looking at the nutrition label, and even on here, you see high fiber. Why is fiber so important? It's because it lowers the total carbs or the net carbs really that are impacting our blood sugar. So on here I see total carbs 14 grams, dietary fiber 8. So again, we're subtracting the 8 from the 14, leaving us with very minimal impacting carbs, okay? So to reiterate, I know that I'm having some people jump on right now. To reiterate here, when you are consuming carbohydrates, your body is going to have a response in regards to your blood sugar level, okay? So if we eat something that is high glycemic, that contains very high carbohydrates, very quick digesting carbohydrates, our blood sugar spikes up. When we have a blood sugar level that spikes up, our pancreas has to release insulin in order to bring the blood sugar back down to baseline, okay? So if we're eating high glycemic foods, bad foods, our blood sugars go up and down, up and down. When you eat a candy bar, we have that sugar high. Blood sugar goes up, and then pancreas releases insulin, brings our blood sugar back down to baseline. But when we have such a quick rise and fall in our blood sugar, the insulin levels do not have time to catch up. Therefore, we are all out of whack with our insulin. Our pancreas is all out of whack. So if you day in and day out are consuming high glycemic meals and your overall nutrition is high glycemic, you're eating the watermelon, you're eating the candy, the cookies, even rice cakes, you guys. I know you think rice cakes are healthy. They are high glycemic, which means we eat them, blood sugar spikes up, pancreas releases insulin, we have that quick fall. When we keep eating these bad foods, up, down, up, down, up, down, and therefore insulin levels are all out of whack. We develop insulin resistance, leading us to diabetes ultimately, okay? So another problem with the up, down isn't just diabetes, it's the fact that we are in a fat storage zone. We need to get out of the fat storage zone and we need to get into the fat burning zone. So that is why I tell people you need to eat low glycemic nutrition. And by doing that is by adding fiber into our nutrition. Therefore, we are not consuming such high net carbs, if you will. It's helping us out. So our blood sugars are going to be just slightly elevated when we eat. They go down. Our pancreas only has to release so much insulin to bring it back down. So we have just a nice level. We don't have that sugar high where we're whoo, and then we have the quick crash where we're just like, oh my God, I need coffee. Well, to be honest with you, you don't need coffee, you need proper nutrition. You talk to a lot of people out there, they function just fine without caffeine. It's not the caffeine that we need, it is the proper nutrition. So, net carbs are just a simple way of maintaining that stable blood sugar, okay? Fat burning zone, it goes on and on and on. I mean, eventually your body becomes programmed to be a fat burning machine. The only way to do that is to make sure blood sugar levels stay somewhat elevated. Our insulin isn't all over the place. We're not having resistance. We're not developing diabetes. We're not in a fat storage zone. We're in the burning zone. So I keep drilling it on and on and on, but it's so crucial, you guys. It's not rocket science. It really is not. But if you take anything from this video, you need to incorporate fiber. You need to subtract the total fiber from the total carbs to get your net carbs. And there you go. Okay, so if you have any specific questions about any of this, please holler. But again, I don't know if you saw my my Insta story, and then I posted it onto Facebook story and my Body Balance story. But I am going to, in the next couple weeks, I am going to start a Facebook page. Now, it's going to be a closed page. It will be a membership only. So only people that have the membership can join. And we will do everything from recipes, and this is going to be an interactive thing. So on the daily, I will check in with people or check into the page. I'm going to share things, routines, recipes, it's just things that happened to me, that I realized, or new movements, or if you're struggling with this injury, you might want to try this or try this new stretch, whatever. But other people can feed off of the others. So if someone has a question, I'll answer that question, but the rest of the people, instead of having to ask me, can kind of look and scroll through and see if I've, answered it. But accountability check-ins. I just have a few ideas, but I also want to know what you guys as the viewers want to know and want to see in that membership, because I want to give you as much as you can from this. So please let me know, reach out to me, give me your suggestions, and that's what it's all about, because I don't want to put something out there that no one wants, that no one cares about. I want to do what you guys want. So I will let you go. I got to go pick up my daughter. Can't wait. So I will talk to you guys very soon, and have a great day.